Just let it be. Cut the cords around me. Never wanna hold me back. Give me that one song letting me reach out. It's been 11 years and I'm still home. Found the Garden of Eden. Tired of the homeland. Searching from the day I was born. I'm starting to forget how beautiful you are. What we have is not enough, is not enough. But we care to fight for love, to fight for love. What we have. Searching from the day I was born. I'm starting to forget how beautiful you are. What we have is not enough, is not enough. But we care to fight for love, to fight for love. What we have.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to ESEA Premiere. I'm Jim Vanessa. Joining me is PDG Pete. We're in a spaceship.
Mate, look at this studio. It's absolutely dope. max respect to our production team, DJ Bird, and obviously Bale the man has been grinding hard for a couple of days on this bad boy, but man, it looks sick.
It does look sick, guys. We are just testing a few things out this evening, and we thought we might drop our hats back into the ring with some Counter-Strike Go casting. After all, we've done that in the past, haven't we?
Oh, we used to float around the Australian leagues,
Bush League.
bush leagues, and give our hard-earned thoughts to the stream. But we're back, Jim. We're back into CS:GO, and we're gonna go back to back to back. So we're just doing ESEA from now on.
Yeah,
like 3 nights a week. Right here, PGTV will start earlier in future to cover whatever games, but tonight this was the...
we're just going to do it.
We're just going to do it. We didn't know if we were going to get on screen tonight, to be honest, but the boys worked OT all day, and, who could say no to getting on in front of this? But, Jim, back to CS, Athletico versus Immunity.
I know, these teams have... Oofed, all right. Obviously, these teams have been around for some time, but Athletico, probably the newest one out of the two, with Immunity sporting a new lineup as well. They've only just completed a few signings and looking to build from there. So it's a really good gauge of where these two teams are at in that sense, because they're both relatively new with these lineups, looking to test a few things out. This is their their first serious meeting.
It is.
As these two lineups, these two iterations. I'm keen to see how they go.
Yeah, definitely. Look, there's bright spots coming out of everywhere of this game. I mean, you've got Urcast on Gratis, Burn, James, Moe on the one side, and they've been playing particularly well. They went to the Zen League. They dominated. They played a very, very good brand of Counter-Strike there, and we've got a new emerging Ath team here that's, they weren't a team before the roster formed, so obviously this is the first time that they've played together as a side. There's been ups and downs so far, but after the obviously the move away from Athletico from Tainted Minds, there was a need to rebuild, and these guys are putting in the work, and they're going day by day.
They're going day by day, and I think they're yet to really hit their stride in that sense. So I'm keen to see how Sniper's moulded them into a more structured unit, because that's what he's known for. He's known for putting in place these systems that allow players to play to their strengths. And, well, I guess in that sense, the question is whether or not some players maybe have adapted to some different role shifts that they might have been not previously exposed to. And we saw them obviously fail to qualify for CGP. That's not going to hold them back. I'd imagine they'd be approaching ESEA P as their main focus.
Guys, we have a couple of resubs going on. I think Filski has pumped himself up to like 10 months in a row, and Unknown's hit the 3-month mark. So you guys are absolute heroes. What you're looking at behind us is because of your generous donations over time. What we've been able to achieve is nothing short of great, as you can see, but it's obviously off the back of the support from the community. And we are grassroots Counter-Strike, Jim. We always will be. We find it hard
Started
to
from the bottom.
And even though we didn't get on camera as much as we would have liked through the back end of last year with Counter-Strike. We're back. We're back in 2017, and we really hope that we can get everyone the matches they want to see when they want to see them, and to the quality they want to see them at. Yeah.
So I believe they're going into the knife round here. Now, the first round of ESEAP has all the teams playing Nuke. So if you wanted a gauge of how the teams are going, this is probably not the best map to look at.
Yeah,
it doesn't really sit in the Aussie meta.
Not too sure either of these teams will be particularly potent on you. That being said, though, Jim, there was enough lead-in time for teams that are as good as this to at least watch a few demos and get some idea. So, I mean, if it turns into War of Attrition and we see a full 30-rounder, we might see stuff. We might see both teams run out of strats and different looks. So a lot of repetitive stuff perhaps coming on, but at the same time, very competitive sides.
Yeah.
Aim on aim. Very competitive, so it'll be interesting to see if Immunity, because I favour Immunity in this matchup, just because they've got a few more runs on the board as a team. They went to that LAN and actually performed, and at the same time, we have Sheep subbing for an entire 12-month block in a row.
Wow, you've put up with us for an entire year. Legendary stuff, but we are underway in the pistol round. This will really be the gauge of how the teams are on this map, the T side. if they have set strategy, have set executes, and looks to be something similar.
I don't know about that, Jim. Like, in theory, you're correct, but the problem is, a lot of the time, you end up having poor CT rotations on this map, and you get picked off a lot. Zedski, obviously, not starting the trend there, but he's going to have to do well to not get picked off by Gratis, and he's fighting with that lovely P250. But Ian Ulft! James just gets crushed, rather, on the roof there. Ian going big, but Gratis, always dangerous with this P250.
Very dangerous indeed. Oh, another 1B from Zedski. Has a 5 versus 2 situation unfolding here. You can see that T's are trying to group up, but this slow method of picking at people from Immunity hasn't paid dividends just yet. Burn takes down 2 and actually brings it back to a 3 versus 1, but he's only on 24 HP here, Pete.
Yeah, he's done well to get the frags, though, Jim. So that's going to give maybe a bit of armor or a couple of extra grenades next round if they choose to buy into it. If he can swindle a plan here, that'd be great. But look, the angle Niquez was holding there was a little bit too tight.
All right, we have a real farm approach here from Athletico with just 3 UMPs. How good is that? 3 UMPs, looking to farm maximum money bonus. But Moe's actually gone a sawn-off. I don't know what's going to allow him the opportunity to use that, but if he's going to use it, I'm keen to see it.
Yeah, definitely, but you know, those extra kills there for Burn, you can see he's got head armor with the 2 flashes there, so he can make a play. Everyone else is going to be subject to those SMGs, but James, nice angle there onto the roof. Ian getting caught out of position on his way back to the warehouse, and geez, those deagles from range are always a scary prospect, but Athletico at the moment still in a decent position, Jim. They haven't been bent out of shape too much, but my goodness, James finds Niquez through the floor, and now Athletico in real trouble.
He just doesn't seem to be aware of that angle, that's all. I think he got completely caught off guard by the angle that James took, but he has been taken down, so back to a 3v4, and they're in the vents now, so this is real trouble here for Athletico.
Athletico do have someone in that room, I believe, though, underneath, so this will be interesting. I think it's Jokes? Nope, Sniper it is. Oh, and Sniper going absolutely mental. If anyone's going to want to perform in this game, it's against his ex clan. So.
Long time organisation.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Clan. What am I? That's
what
old.
Is this, 2003?
That's old. Want to join my clan?
Want to join my guild? Burn.
Burn. Yeah, smashing that deagle like there's no tomorrow, but it's worked out for him. Zed's going to play a big role, Jim.
These UMPs is going to work. Now, down to 1 versus 1. Neither of them know really where each other were, but it doesn't matter anyway. Zedski takes that round, and Athletico survives. So, Immunity, they invested in that round, but didn't quite get what they wanted.
Yeah, that's a disappointing outcome for Immunity, isn't it? Because they really were in a winning position a lot of the way through that round. So it's unfortunate they couldn't close the gap. I thought James did really well at the start. Jimmy got a double pick there. Particularly the one on Niquez through the floor was excellent. But at the end of the day, Athletico just managed to weasel away. Excellent work there by Zedski in that 2v1.
Now Athletico buying back into this round with even
Solve
more
Immunity. I don't think Athletico were expecting that at all, but it doesn't matter. Immunity are taking names outside.
It's the butterfly strat. Nobody suspects it.
Nobody suspects the butterfly.
They're going to go down secret, though, and try and take control of Ghetto.
Zedski needs to be careful here because, oh no, he's fired away at that range. You know, not the greatest burst weapon, but, you know, it's given Athletico at least enough information to be heading down stairs to where the bomb will go down, Jim. But at the same time, they are taking a lot of time to get down there, and Immunity are able to set up excellent post-plant positions.
This is going to be tough here for Athletico. They do have some decent utility and a single kit on Sniper. It's just taken a massive grenade.
Crushed by that grenade.
They're going to try and reform here, regroup. You can see that they've set themselves up. James and co are in decent post plant, though. So they're taking their time here, Athletico. They need to get a wriggle on. Otherwise, they're going to just be picked apart. And, well, there's the kit down at Megaton. They're going to have real difficulty getting it now. Zedski protecting his teammate, but it's going to be the full 10-second defuse. And, uh-oh, this isn't happening. Thankfully, Immunity do get that frag.
That would have been so close.
Would have been a surefire defuse, though, if they had that kit. So, unfortunately, Sniper was the one isolated, trapped at Megaton. And they went for it a little bit late for my liking, particularly Athletico in that instance. They did not have too much time up their sleeve. And now Athletico are going to be on a pistol buy by looks of things. Immunity just keeping that shotgun on Moe.
Yeah, look, it's a great set of ecos there by Immunity. One with a good outcome, one with a great outcome. The first one being the good outcome where they got the bomb down and four kills. The great outcome being the round that they won.
Yep.
So both ecos were very, very well played, and James looks to have his troops marshalled well on the T side, which bodes very, very nicely. Athletico, with that pistol round, they're able to claw on, and you just hope for them that once they get the guns in their hands, they'll be able to do something a little bit more meaningful. But at the same time, Immunity look very sharp this evening, Jim.
They're looking very sharp. Jokes does take down one with that P250.
That's so CSGO.
Yeah, that's so very much on the run. They need to be careful here, Immunity. These pistols can do damage, and looks like Athletico are just closing down the angles. A CZ, full strafe.
Jim, this is the problem with Nuke as a map when it's played at, I'm going to say at least a B level. This is a B level Nuke to me.
A snail's pace.
A snail's pace. So if you don't have great executes and you're just sort of wandering around, pistols can be as good as rifles in that situation. Oh no, Aircasters let Jokes go through. But Nikes is in an interesting position in topside, and he will fire that away, but just a horrible weapon. But the trading is actually decent. Urquhart picking up Ian. Nikes will wheel around. Oh my goodness! P250 snap. Now it's a 3 versus 1, but Gratis does have that AK in hand. And he has a good idea of the positioning too. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anyone in his vision and 20 seconds left, so doesn't have any time to commit to the underplant, Jim.
Now he's going to go for the frag here. He needs to be careful. I don't think Sniper realizes he's going to get up.
Oh my goodness, that timing. That timing is just ridiculous.
Athletico do actually manage to eco their opposition back. There was only pistols brought into that round, so they made it work. And now Immunity find themselves going to bind this with Deagles by the looks of things. James has actually gone for the Deagle and armor.
Yeah, so I put the commentator's curse fairly on Immunity there. They've looked the goods 2 rounds in a row on those ecos and then crumbled on the eco of their own. But look, Jim, Immunity have bought back in, and Athletico seem to be pretty keen on the buy round themselves. Zedski, known Orpa, has got that dope scope in hand. Now, Athletico have already played this evening, is that correct?
I do believe so. So they went down to Dark Side.
Yeah, cool. Did Immunity play tonight?
I don't actually think so.
Okay, so first game of the season then for Immunity, and second already for Athletico, who, as Jim said, went down to Darksided, who really have proven to be an excellent, excellent team over the last 3 to 5 months. They've really put everyone on notice.
Not only that, too, showing their stripes on LAN as well at the Zen League qualifiers, qualifying for that.
That was impressive. That was impressive.
They took down some big numbers.
Well, they had to. I mean, there was only big numbers there. So for them to have played at that level, is obviously what they need to do. But right now, Nikes holding a very close line to that squeaky door, but it often gets pop flashed. He's only got a Galil. I do fear for his safety. The only positive is that on the other side of the door, Urquhart only has a Tech 9. So now Moe repositions with that AK, and Nikes is going to have a good read, but that pop flash is going to be good, and Nikes is going to get spotted, but can he get the bullets off in time? Urquhart with a great pop flash and entry there. And now Immunity opening up through Gratisfaction as well, and all of a sudden, Athletico looking torn to shreds.
It is doable, though, for Athletico. Look at the HP on Gratisfaction and James. They are quite low. Bulk of the work will be on Moe and Urquhart's shoulders to guide them through this round. The question is, Athletico, I don't believe they are even interested in going for this. They have an AWP and a Colt in hand, so the retake is questionable at best, particularly given that their weaponry obviously comes with a premium. So Urquhart looking for some exit frags here, just to get himself away from the bomb, but also to try and take away some weaponry here from Athletico. They know where Jokes is now, though. So Jokes holding strong for the moment, but
it's crucial Zedski holds on to this AWP, and I think he's deep in CT spawn, so he should be fine. But Jokes picking up another kill. Now, Jim, in this back and forth affair, Jokes gets a third, actually, so that really has hurt Immunity going into the next round, because you can see they can barely afford to buy weapons now. So really good outcome in a loss there for Athletico, but you can see midway through the round, Jim, Athletico were caught out of position twice in that very small space of time. Sniper underneath, and I think it was originally Ian that got picked off. So Athletico riding the wave there on CT, but not picking up the round.
Now Sniper's been given that AWP
Nah, accident. Accident.
Are you sure about that? It is confirmed now, though, but it would have been interesting to see him live up to his namesake over Zedski.
He picks up the scout a lot. He does live up to his
true,
namesake,
true.
but it's not with the big green, the dope scope. It's with the scout.
When in doubt, scout. I have gone for a pause here, though, so I'm curious to
I
know
think it's
whether or
Moe.
not this is...
Pretty sure it's Moe doing something funky because he hasn't bought anything yet. And
He buys into it now.
there we go. I think he's back.
Immunity, though. They just keep on buying. Like,
Interestingly
it's
enough,
pretty
there,
clear that even if they lose this round, they're going to keep on buying.
just going to have a look at that again. T-Coach, Immunity Destiny. That is a new one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 new coaches, I think, popping up in the scene. Obviously, Ferg moving to Tainted Minds to coach those guys. And Destiny popping up here as the Immunity Coach. Not sure what role that pertains to, but, you know, having a player of his caliber talking you through different situations might greatly benefit.
Well, that being said, he is obviously on their roster as well. So,
Yeah.
whether or not he's actually formally a coach or just
A 6th or a
a
sub.
sixth in there, just coaching them through.
It's a handy ace to have in the pocket.
Yeah, figuratively coaching them.
Yeah.
Obviously-
It's a handy ace to have up your sleeve. Destiny on the bench.
Yeah. That being said, though, Sniper's ping is absolutely skyrocketing at some points.
Oh, he's from Western Australia. I'm sure that has nothing to do with
Nothing to do with
just
his
Oz internet.
geolocation.
He probably hasn't even noticed. That's how used to it he is.
They will
Probably
get
hasn't
back
even
underway
noticed.
here, though.
Certainly. And Athletico here pulling out, I guess, what you'd call a bit of a makeshift throw together buy around the saves there of Jokes, and he was able to drop a couple, but limited resources there on Sniper, just the smoke grenade and the kit. Although that is important, Athletico have 3 kits. On Nuke, more than most maps, Jim, kits do play a part because of the heavy rotation and the ease of which you can get to topside. But that's a opening exchange into topside. It will be Athletico winning originally, but no at the moment. It's nailed down to 2. Zedski, close range. Ooh, went for the 3rd. No, can't find it, but that will be Ian picking it up. Now, he needs to find his way down there to pick up the AWP, but doesn't look as though... Oh, he did. Ian picked up the AWP. Great work there.
Now, that is some of the ballsiest AWPing I've seen from Zedski. Dropping... he AWPed from the front of hut, so the doorway.
It was a good counter read there, I guess, by Sniper. Out of the timeout, going to do something big, going to do something fast. If anyone knows what James would call, I guess it would be Sniper.
Yeah, it goes without saying these two obviously were long-time teammates in immunity lineups over the past couple of years.
Zedski's been tagged, dude.
He's in trouble.
He's in
Perhaps
big
blue
trouble.
ribbon.
Zedski trying to hold this angle. No, he goes down to the pistol, and that's a great scout tag originally by Byrne. And now you can see James picks up that AWP, and it will be Joke spraying away, but there's already someone in CT spawn. I think they have an AWP. Byrne, no, scout headshot. But he's just thrown his life away. Not sure exactly what he was trying to do there, but nevertheless, 2 versus 3. But it has got James with an AWP. He can make a play if he's able to hit a shot, and I think Jokes is going to overextend here. It certainly is. So 2 versus 2, and James spots another one. This could be a very, very bad outcome here for Nickos, who's on the rafter versus that AWP, but he's dropped down and run into Urcast. This has gone south of the border for Athletico, and Sniper, the RGL, is going to have to make some plays, and he's in a position to do it, Jim, but he has to hit the shots.
He does, but they do roughly know where he is. James does get taken down, and now down to a 1 versus 1. Urcast has that UMP. No armor, though, so aim punch could be a massive factor here. He needs to hit those first couple shots and really take Sniper by surprise.
Sniper's got the angle booked here, though. Oh, he just didn't wait long enough.
You're good at casting
Down
and
there.
cursing tonight.
Hopefully I don't literally curse, because that would be the only thing worse. Is Urcast going to follow him into the vent? I don't know. No, he's not. He's gone for a topside plan here, so safe plays here. It's the hardest map to tell which bomb site is being planted on. Nuke, obviously, directly above each other on the radar. But Sniper, he's managed to find himself in Annex, and Urcast has got himself on top of Hut, so this will be a battle of the angles, and at the moment, Urcast will win the spot battle, but he has to wait until the headshot's available. Can he finish it off? He does. And that's a great outcome there for Immunity, but once again, Athletico stumbling there on their gun round, and they go still ahead, I guess, on the scoreboard, but they're about to go on to Eco. And that could cost them at least a couple of rounds here with Nickez at 1-5 and Ian at 1-7.
It was always going to be an expensive round regardless of whether or not Sniper took that 1 versus 1. These guys bought into it though. Zetsky on that Deagle, Ian on that Scout. Jokes with some utility to back that UMP in, and they're going to try and run the gauntlet outside. They will be able to do so with full utility here, Immunity, and the vast majority even taking that bomb out there for the moment. They're going to go down secret and attempt to pincer this outside area, this under bomb site. They do know they're in events though. Surely Burn has heard Sniper.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that CSGO really doesn't... CSGO really doesn't care who spots who first. If you got a pistol, you can do that. Oh, Sniper not getting the shots off in time, and Gratis should surely be able to finish off the good work of his teammate there, Burn. But Sniper has managed to weasel away, and he gets caught out. Actually, that's a double Molotov. Nickez goes down as well, but Zetsky's managed to find himself in possession of 2 frags and an AK. Ian's got a Scout, so this is going to be a very hard round to hold on to for Immunity, but the Molotov and the smoke grenade at Megaton there helps their cause greatly.
I wish I had some vision on how that ended up being a double Molotov, but sure, it's actually had a massive impact on the outcome of this round. Ian actually takes down Burn, but Urcast gets a refrag here on Zetsky. It's a 1 versus 1. They know roughly where each other will be on the map, and that's an easy frag there for Urcast. Too sharp.
Urcast is a beast, man. He's
really
an absolute beast. I mean, we saw him competing for Athletico as part of the now tainted roster as a sub while Chuch finished his high school studies, and he was an absolute monster in that period. He's moved over to Immunity. He had a huge Zen League performance, and now he's backing it up. Such a quality player, and you know, you love to see him performing well for Immunity.
Athletico on a really hard eco here, but those grenades can go outside, you would presume, as they do come now through the annex. Immunity, on the other hand, have positioned themselves quite well. They're going to go towards ramps, just holding on to T-Lobby with a few watching the backs. Athletico are going to have a lot of difficulty taking the frags here at the moment. They do have USPs, but there's only so much you can do against a fully decked out opponent. And let the mop begin, Pete.
Yeah, look, there's going to be a lot of frags on offer here for the Immunity guys. Whoever finds them will probably get him. Ian swindles into that window. He does pick up the bomb, but I mean, Zetsky's actually managed to get an AK here as well. This will be a huge amount of aim here required, but Zetsky, can't hit the second. James, good cleanup there on the back of Urcast's original damage. And Athletico make it expensive for Team Immunity, but nonetheless, Immunity pretty clean there and able to hold on to a few AKs. The buy from Athletico is going to come in, but it's not going to be too heavy-handed. You can see just 1 kit on Zetsky and a limited resources. Second kit on Sniper now, but no Grens.
A double AWP setup on CT Nuke.
Ian's been AWPing a lot, though, so will be interesting to see. And obviously this is Sniper approved, so has to have some legs behind the operation.
Don't know if I rate it, though. I don't know if I rate
on
it.
Nuke, not to say that I don't rate it. It's just that, you know, gun rounds weren't going particularly well before that, so I don't mind the adjustment at this point.
Very mobile setup here from Immunity. You can see they've got the full complement. They're going to break out the vents, and even the skylight, should I say. But even if they don't use it, there's still that mental factor there that potentially there could be some incoming flashes, Molotovs, and set execute strategy from Immunity. So
I always love when players can't shoot out glass and vents and stuff, and then they do like a huge 1B. It's like stationary, huge objects that take up half your screen just get missed.
Vac.
Oh, Vac. Ian onto Gratis. So good opening pick. One of those AWPs going to work. But at the same time, we've seen Athletico get those first picks, Jim, and then not be able to convert. Immunity now firing away at Zetsky, so they've spotted him, and the attack will be on outside. Lovely shot there. Zetsky opens up with the scope up top on Burn. And I think Athletico have some breathing room, Jim, but Immunity still have Urcast and James in the picture.
I've gone with that topside fake too, but James out that vent late, catches out, chokes, and 1v1 there, takes down Nickez mid-air. Could get the third here on the ladder, and that grenade is going to damage Sniper, but James is doing some work here and is still alive. We'll get the plant down. Urcast comes to cover the angle on the vent, so this is actually not too bad post-plant positioning from Immunity at the moment, but they need to make sure that they count for Sniper going to heaven. As Ian does take down James. I'm not sure if they know where Urcast is, though.
Oh, he's tagged him through the door, but Urcast, solid as a rock, has not moved. This would be an epic play from Urcast. No sound, no flinch, no return spam. He's not giving his position away. Ian wheels around, can't get it done. And now Sniper's on the ground level, looking for a defuse. It's come in, and actually it's going to be committed to by Sniper, and he should be able to get this defuse down. Well played in the end, but Urcast, massive, massive play, and he's actually taken down the AWPs, both of them. So, win to Athletico, Jim, but expenso.
Yeah, the question is...
Spenso.
Espenso. Is that part espresso? Part...
Yeah, Spenso. Real expensive, mate.
We spent too much time here in the burbs. Deagle buy on immunity, though. That plant will enable them to do so. But you can see Athletico. They're actually bought into it with UMPs, so...
This is kind of what we thought, Jim. Neither team really know how to play nuke. Like...
No.
They're all good players and they're both good teams, but you can see there's a real devoid lack of consistency on both sides.
There's also been a few missed Molotovs and smokes and things like that, even though they've been shooting at the skylights to try and set some executes up. Nice little smoke there. Didn't get down the vent though.
Yeah, I think Urcast thought he broke the vent and ended up just like running into it. But Jake's finding the smoke spray.
I hate when that happens.
Oh yeah. I mean that's what I'm talking about. Like, we just saw Urcast have an amazing couple of rounds, and at the same time, he just misses the vent. Like, doesn't listen for the ping when you break the vent. But whatever, James. Wheeling and dealing with this Deagle, 69 HP. And he'll try and just do as much economical damage as he can, I should suspect. He has got armor, which is worth saving, but not too sure. He's going for blood here and perhaps a gun.
He can't lose this. He's got 69 HP. Okay, maybe you can.
Well, he shouldn't have. Sniper. It's that classic 90-2 with the Deagle, man. Like, he's hit him twice in the back. Now, he could have got that 52-1, 52-1, which does 104-2. But no, the game just gives him 90-2 with the Deagle. It's ridiculous.
Also, shout out to
Make your mind up.
Shout out to Majin Debura of Corvidae for the 11th month resub. Much appreciated, my man. As Athletico do retain those UMPs up against the full buy from immunity, so keen to see how they go head-to-head. Obviously, they have the advantage of taking some close-quarters duels here. But Ian, if he's not careful, could be isolated here. That one way from Burn very nearly catches him out, so he has to retreat, give up his position. Immunity taking control of, at least giving the illusion of taking control outside.
Well, I mean, you can see the pressure Ian thinks he's under. He's really not, but he's already used a smoke, a flash, and he's sprayed, a couple of clips through that smoke and given his position away multiple times. Immunity, nice use of early resource. Now they're going to regroup. Move towards that ramp area. See Gratisfaction with that scope in play. Immunity doing well in the past round, so Athletico no scope on their part, and Zetsky is at ramps with that M4, but there's only so much you can do. He's going to give it up, I think, and go back to the CT elbow and try and defend it from there. Immunity look as though they're very, very keen on this outside hit, but Burn in a really nice angle there on top of the water cooler.
It is quite picturesque, isn't it? Look at the river flowing in the right-hand side of the screen there.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of cool.
You're so focused on the game that you've never noticed these things.
I've actually never noticed. Oh, I noticed that. Take my eye off the game for a second, and Burn, are you okay? Delivers that. Suplex off the top rope. Nikes.
Just nothing like being suplexed in the backyard.
That's right. Sniper flashes at the back, but won't help Ian. Gets taken down by James, who's had a really, really strong game for Immunity, and he continues to do so. Third kill there, or second back-to-back there for James, I should say, and now Sniper. Originally flashed out the vent. He's going to do some damage and take out James, but the trades are good. Immunity come through, and once again, Jim, that lack of back-to-back rounds for either team. 6-6, this is anybody's game. Probably will be till the end of the game. Immunity will be more happy with their half at the moment, but at the same time, I can definitely see Immunity being this lackluster on CT as well.
Immunity doing a good job of taking advantage of Athletico's miscommunication on this map. They're slipping the gap. James is getting himself to heaven quite often, and they're pincering that top site so well as Athletico are just really struggling to hold some key areas. That being said, they haven't got the cover of smokes this round here, so they need to hit their jewels, and Zetsky does go down to that nice tap of Burn, giving them a 4v5 men advantage here. Sniper does rotate to cover and just get some eyes and information on what's going on outside, but Athletico are just leaving holes in the net here, but that will go a long way to actually bringing this round back in Atletico's favour.
Yeah, that's always been a mystery about James for me, Jim. How he can be so good at the game at times, but then make decisions like that to just solo crawl out ramps by himself when his teammate got the first pick. Like, it's just a strange option. Yeah, I mean, it's happened again. Urquhart takes down Ian for the second time through that floor. I think James onto Niquez the first time we saw it, but
yeah,
very similar kill. Yeah, it's always been a mystery about James for me. He just finds himself in really awkward situations, but not his side right now. Oh! Gratisfaction. He can't get none. But Sniper
don't
now.
need none.
Sniper now with an opportunity here, Jim. 2 versus 1, but Gratisfaction is on very low health, and Urquhart isn't too healthy either. He will have the AWP angle, but if he finds the right one, he could end up winning the round for his side. Sniper here, picking out. Urquhart has got a decent angle on him upstairs, but I think Sniper spotted him out as well. I think he knows where both are. Sniper goes for the first one, looks to the hut, and he will book him. I think he will. He can see him through the wall. Oh, Sniper is just trying to find the last kill here. Doesn't have a kit, needs to move quickly. Gratisfaction, so patient, but Sniper getting it done for his side, and that's a huge 2 versus 1 from the Annex for the in-game leader for Athletico.
That is fantastic work. Experience obviously winning that one out. Cool under pressure. Didn't need the kit in the end. And he managed to isolate. Oh,
and gets the AWP.
That no scope. That's dope. That's a dope scope.
Ridiculous.
Or dope no scope. Doesn't flow off the tongue as well though, does it?
Dope no scope. Not bad. Rolls off the tongue decently. Jim, this back and forth effect continues. Once again, Immunity, this patchy buy. Usually I would sit here saying, what are you doing, Immunity? What are you doing with this buy? It's gross. It's the Whitman sampler. But yeah, you're right. It's been working for them, Jim. You know, Burn has got the scout tag here. James went off and finished it with a pistol last time, and they rock and rolled through underneath and ended up winning the round. I can honestly say that I endorse this absolute shit buy.
Now, Athletico are playing a very, very passive CT setup here. They've actually got Zetsky out by Hell, just watching with that AWP. So they're very much turtled towards...
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Not like this. Moe actually gets a frag, and more importantly, picks up the gun for free.
More importantly, he gets the cash bonus. He doesn't actually pick up the gun. He left the M4 for a teammate, and James has gone down, and so's Burn trying to get it. But Gratis hits a one-tap. So these kills are going just back and forth.
Now, Urquhart is obviously lagged out here, so that's a slow approach here from Immunity at the moment. Unfortunate that is the case. Iron, because he had a mag 7, gets awarded $900 for that disconnect.
Oh, this is lots of damage, and that's lots of damage from Ian there as well. But 2 versus 2 now, Jim. 30 seconds remaining. Of course, the advantage is probably with Athletico because they have the bomb down, but it's not going to be easy here for them unless that happens. Gratis goes down, and now this should be very manageable here for Athletico as they have eyes on the bomb. Moe will have to come up to try and retrieve it, and he should be spotted out easily there. Zetsky with only 10 seconds to go gets the frag. I would say, though, that Moe had every opportunity to save an M4 underneath there because Moe got that headshot. And, yeah, he left that M4 in there.
Now, they will have a momentary pause here as we'll jump back into the studio, back into the spaceship, as Athletico have started to wrestle back some momentum with the way that they're going. It's only momentary, though, as you can cast your mind back to the earlier part of the half where Immunity started to build up some momentum there. They were actually slipping the net a lot with the CT setups that Immunity had. It was quite clear to me that Immunity didn't have...
Athletico?
Immunity didn't have a set plan in terms of set executes, but
yeah.
they were able to still slip the gap that Athletico was setting up on their CT side. So,
well, I mean, usually we see like a rise and fall sort of defense on CT side where you set up 2 layers of D in terms of, you push once, you find out where the Ts roughly are, then you fall back and create, a second split there. So it's forcing the Ts to sort of fight you on 2 fronts as opposed to turtling up into the bomb sites, giving them outside and just letting, trying to avoid the execute, which you can do on Nuke if you're good enough, but it does require intense communication and counter flashing. teams that aren't so familiar to Nuke aren't going to have that. So I think Athletico need to continuously push presence, like whether or not it's the hut push, the ramps push, the outside push, and then fall back into that second wave.
It's interesting you mentioned that. The only time we ever saw them do that was on the pistol round.
Yeah.
They pushed individual choke points, got the picks, and then fell back. So
they did it on an eco as well. So it worked out for them too.
I don't know why they're reserving it just for those sorts of rounds, because it's quite clear that it's effective. Immunity.
Playing safe.
Yeah. Immunity, on the other hand, are quite susceptible to that because they're putting a lot of concentration early on, particularly on that outside area of the map. So they don't have numbers to hold T-Lobby. They can only get information, fall back, not take those duels. They're smart to play it that way, but Athletico aren't taking those opportunities.
Yeah, and also I think that, you know, Athletico are fighting in the wrong spots outside, in particularly. Like Zedski and Ian keep taking the duel to the guy on top of the tank instead of, you know, maybe relying on immunity to throw really good smokes to beat you. Like I was always a big proponent of that on Nuke, where you basically let the T side, you turtle up until the T side can prove they can, you know, beat your in bomb site setups, because you can't plant the bomb outside. So as long as you can control the bomb sites, force them to execute on you and say, look, you have to do something else. You won't be able to hold the sites. Until that happens, it is an option for you. But now you can see that's great utility use. But Moe's also let someone slip the net outside. So there's a CT wandering around behind multiple teammates, and he's going to get a frag, but I think he's going to be taken down. Nikes gets the 4-1-1. He gets 2. Nice work there, and now James and Moe are left all on their lonesome versus 4 of the Athletico players.
Now from that position, Nikes shouldn't get 2. That should be a one-and-done sort of position. I was actually surprised he was holding so aggressively in that instance. Usually players will sit more back on the stairs, but Sniper does actually take down James here and leaves Moe with it all to do. Not sure whether they would have heard him drop, though.
Yeah, definitely Ian in the vent would have heard that. Actually,
Or
probably not, because he's not looking anywhere near where that noise came from, but that's okay. Moe, I mean, it's 4 versus 1, so he's going to have to do something pretty special here to win anyway. He doesn't have the bomb, 40 seconds remaining, but he'll eventually find his way into the vent, and he should battle Ian first of all, and we'll see what happens from there.
Moe taking his time. 30 seconds left on the clock. If he can do some damage here to the Athletico player close to him. No, not at all. It was doable if he could get that frag within the next couple of seconds, but Athletico steady that ship. They were looking very shaky early on. Obviously, ESEA doesn't allow us to see the scoreboard from the other half, so I can't prove what I'm saying. But
I think it was Zedski doing most of the damage for Athletico.
Yep.
And prior, even if I think Urcast comes, you know, Urcast is back in the server, he was damaging early on for Immunity, as well as James had. Actually, you know what? Immunity played well on their T side, because each of those players had moments where they were the linchpin behind a victory.
Yeah, each player from Immunity put in a shift. As we could see, neither team were super comfortable with playing Nuke at the moment, and that's to be expected, I guess. Whilst Immunity have been together technically a bit longer than the Athletico lineup, the Athletico lineup are very, very young, and both these teams would probably be looking to veto Nuke anyway in their best of 3s. I don't think either would willingly play it at this stage of their team's development. So without that luxury of having it vetoed,
well, it doesn't appear when we yet to see Athletico's T side, but it doesn't appear as though either team is currently playing or practicing Nuke. Like, they've done enough to get through the week and not embarrass themselves in terms of the preparation for the map. But you're spot on. I think most teams would have this further towards the veto end. And for Immunity, with the, I guess, the new look roster, incorporating Urcast and Moe into the team post-PAX, and also, obviously, the new look Athletico roster that formed in this year. So, yeah, Nuke's not going to be something that's going to be highly strategized at this point. But I think that really, that half ended up a little bit skewed. I thought it was an 8-7 sort of half. And I think by virtue of the fact that Athletico got 9...
round either way.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I couldn't pick a better side. Like, Immunity looked as good as Athletico, who looked as good as Immunity in that sense. So I would have been happy with 8-7 for both sides. 9-6 gives a little bit of an advantage to Athletico for winning the pistol round.
That being said, that clutch that Sniper had in that 1 versus 1 situation.
That's true.
That's true. That could have been another tipping point.
9-6 the other way.
Gone 9-6 the other way. So it was very much half into balance, and we will be getting underway here in the second half as we look to our teams. Yeah, definitely Zedski putting in a shift here for Athletico. As you can see, Immunity, all bar Moe really having a good game. But he's still got his 60 side to warm into things here in Athletico. We're going to go down this vent here by the looks of things. Burn is standing between them. You shelled up pass!
Oh, Burn, that is massive. He picks up a triple at the squeaky door gym, and that was just shooting games at the arcade. 1, 2, 3, time crisis stuff there from Burn, and Urcast extends that sort of aim. Athletico get the bomb down, so not all hope is not lost, but Zedzki goes down. Absolutely massive there from Burn.
Wow.
And he single-handedly deals with the Athletico squeaky push.
And, oh, Burn going full Gandalf there.
Yeah, you shall not pass. Look at this. He's kind of out of position. I thought he was cooked, but then he goes 1, 2, 3. The flash was good in the end, but man, that aim is on point.
The question is, are they okay? That's the question.
Well, it doesn't appear to be the case. It appears as though they got their just desserts there as they ran through the squeaky door. Immunity, grab the pistol round, so all's really balancing out, Jim. We're back to even Stevens after the next eco or so for Athletico. And the pistol round win for Athletico that gave them the 9-6 has been won by Immunity. And the countergrens are good here from IM. The top push is on, but very, very well dealt with. Unless, of course, Athletico get this bomb plant down. Gratisfaction should be close enough to prevent the plan. He's wheeling, dealing. Can he get through the vent in time? The bomb plant will go down. So Athletico absolutely thrilled with that outcome as they use no spend there and get a bomb plant.
Yeah, absolutely no spend. It was a bit of a meat grinder in a top site, but Athletico got what they came for. The plant and that economic stimulation as a result is exactly what the doctor ordered. Immunity have made the appropriate adjustments as well. Warp on Gratisfaction, to be expected. But now, this is a crucial round. Zedzki also taking that Warp on T side. Interested to see how they use him. You would suspect him to go, obviously, more towards the outside area of the map and take control there, and that's exactly where it looks to be headed. But where they go from there, I guess, is due to Sniper's read on the game.
Yep, Zedzki on top of that gas drum, oil drum, water tank. I'm not sure exactly what that is. What would it be in a nuclear facility?
Definitely not a red rock.
Well, it's no longer a red rock. I mean, it was a red rock for the longest time, and it upsets me that it's not a red rock. But it's a tank of some description. Zedzki's on top of it, with an orb, scoping outside.
I'm prepared to call it Silo.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was a missile silo.
I don't know why it was ever called Marshmallow.
Well, in Source, it looked like a marshmallow because the graphics were really awesome.
That's about all that game had.
No.
Better graphics.
Barely.
What about like
you
an
wanted
active competitive scene outside
If you
of
wanted to
Australia?
see ice skaters ragdoll across a map, I guess it was cool. But
I'm not here to bash Source. That's easy.
Sources for pies, mate.
That's true.
Sausage rolls.
No place.
Gratisfaction. No place for it here. Gratisfaction. Scoping down through the smoke into radio room, as it was affectionately called. Pulling out all the old calls, but Immunity turtling up nicely here, Jim, and they're going to make Athletico beat them here, not giving away anything whatsoever. And finally, the topside execution seems to be coming in. Urcast pulling out a double, maybe even a triple hit. Urcast
yes.
absolutely slamming them. And that was a very, very comfortable topside hold there for Immunity. And yeah, that doesn't look great for Athletico there, Jim. They barely even got their foot in the door, and Immunity had already torn them to shreds.
That was so slow from Athletico as well. Immunity, they were so comfortable in that round. Urcast picking up that triple. And on the Tech 9s here, Athletico, Immunity, not really too much to adjust. In fact, all of them actually have Molotovs as well. So I'm not sure how they're going to use those just yet, but it looks to be that they're going to clearly use them to stop any quick action from Athletico. And that's the advantage of having a clear economic distinction.
Gratisfaction with that scope outside. He's not going to see a lot this round. Athletico is way more keen on that ramps idea at the moment. I think they're spread out to avoid getting pummeled all at once from a push, but ideally speaking, Athletico just waiting around here for one of the Immunity players to push in. But Jim, we saw last round, they're happy just turtling up here and I guess almost carbon copying, what I said previously about Nuke. Just turtle up and make them beat you. Unless they can execute on topside and you are losing it, then just hold on to it. Hold on to your hats and give the other teams outside and give them boost and, the vent. Who cares?
Do
Hold
all
bomb
the
sides.
things.
Exactly. But right now, it seems as though Sniper's going to marshal his troops towards the maybe a ramp split with the bomb going down the vent. I think that's the play right now. Sniper's got that flash Molotov. Ian does a lot of damage into Annex, and Burn is going to fire away. Will get one, but can he get the second? He does. Burn, you're a machine. The pistol round performance is repeated. Ian does pick up one, but it will be to no avail. If he can save the gun, it would be a good outcome here for Ian, but I don't think he's going for that. Oh, he gets the second and the AK, so real economic damage being done here by Ian now, and if he picks up a third, he'd be happy about that as well, but not sure that anyone is particularly keen on fighting him. Nope, James is on his way, and so is Gratis. Burn.
He's got himself around to a nice position. All he needs to do is hold here. Does take down James, but won't hold on to the weapon at all. He gets trucked by Burn.
Worth it, though.
And immediately take the lead. Yeah,
Ian, though, 1-9. So who knows what he would have been on. But wouldn't have been 1-9. He died there after the... Is that?
That scoreboard is so bugged, by the way.
Oh, man, I was like, no. Sniper won a 2v1. That can't be right.
There's just no way that's happening.
That's a bug.
That being said, though,
what is going on there?
To win 9 rounds with only 22 frags, 3 frags on another
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's impressive.
I've never seen that before.
Also, quick shout out to Aussie X God for the resub. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you for the support, my friend. It is all greatly appreciated. And Athletico seem to need the support they can get too. This T side not looking great, Jim. Looking very, very patchy. You know, there's a flash going out, and there's a lot of damage there, but the flash ends up booking them, and Moe's going to have an exceptional angle onto these Ts that are picking up. Or will he? A boost coming on top, and Jokes will fight. Pick up one. Nice aim there onto Moe, actually, after he gets the angle on Sniper. So not all hope lost just yet for Athletico. And the back and forth nature of this map may continue. Neither team really ever able to put an authoritative stamp on this match just yet.
No, but just going to get caught out there by James. Good trade from Ian. And now they will work towards this lower site. But going to have to be careful because Community are just waiting. See Niquez lurk. His presence has been noted. Taken down. Can't even cross to the silo underneath as Burn. He's been on form tonight. On point, absolutely. And that is case in point right there.
That's sharp, man. That's sharp.
You can't beat that.
I used to. I've knocked Burn Are You Okay out of heaps of tournaments. No way. I've knocked him out of heaps of tournaments, bro.
Yep.
I did. I can back that up too. I won't back down on this one.
Now that you've retired, I guess he's just been let loose.
Well, I'm just saying, Burn Are You Okay never won anything while I was playing.
He's on point though, and that is encouraging for Immunity at the moment.
Maybe that's because he was still developing and I was old. But
yeah, you were well on the way down, mate.
If I hadn't already fallen off, I was just struggling at the top of the ocean, fighting for breath.
I believe there's a movie made about that cliffhanger, starring Sylvester Stallone.
James, excellent angle here, and the semi-buy here from Athletico. Just the pistols aren't working out too well. James is doing some great work, but Zetsky will get that one, maybe even two if he can hold on, and picks up the AWP. So danger time here, just a little bit for Immunity. They should still well have control, and Urcast opens up the angle, and that should be a grenade kill all day. And it is, and also almost gets the double there. Sniper picking up the AWP, but they have no idea he's up there. So this could be interesting. Sniper trying to pull them away from top site with the outside smoke. It appears to have worked as well, but not sure if Moe has that vision up to the Sniper deck, but certainly the player in top side below Sniper doesn't have any idea that he's there.
I think they're just all content to hold their positions at the moment. Now, Sniper will not spot the player in top side at all. In fact, they might just pass like ships in the night.
That's the genius of Urcast. He holds positions like nobody's business. He's so patient. He makes you beat him. He makes you come to the party and battle him every time to get his scalp. And I really respect that about the guy, and he's delivering tonight for Immunity.
His positional awareness is second to none. He always knows if there is a
scoreboard has him at 23 for 1. I find that hard to believe too. You've had a good game, Urcast. I'm not sure about 23 for 1.
But his positional awareness allows him to get so many frags, particularly in broken play. As Sniper Just Molotovs off ramps, just trying to stop the push, because it's quite clear that he's going to try and do something on the hut here, but a grenade will just singe his toes. Doesn't do any damage, but keeps him away. Nikes just creeping up here, but oh, that is sharp. Taking Annex here, does get the second, looking for the third, does take it as well. Nikes on entry and on point. It's back to a 2v3.
Yeah, it's not all over now here, though, for Athletico. They haven't got a bomb plant. The bomb is down, and it is sticky here. I think Urquhart is on the other side of the smoke, aware of the presence of the bomb. Nikes is able to pick it up. That's pretty thankful. Moe and Urquhart both have orbs, so I'm sure Urquhart will trade his out in just a moment when the retake starts, but Nikes is going to have to be very careful getting into that. Oh, he's just past the line. Urquhart rips Jokes' head off. That's a 6 shot. Now it's a 2 versus 2. AKs on orbs, Ts versus CTs, and this one means a lot to Athletico. They really need to convert on this round.
Otherwise, it's just going to get too far away from them, I feel. Immunity really do have the upper hand in the last couple of rounds, and the plant will go down. Moe moving himself to heaven, and that pinch is going to come in from Annex as well, but both have
is
orbs.
Brutal, but Moe, patient on the ladder, doesn't make any noise. Nikes, very arrogant position here, but I like it. He's going to have a pretty open look here. You're going for the quad kill is Nikes, but he's sitting in sort of a Molotov position. Sniper's got Moe's position on lock as well, but Urquhart hits the shot there. It's now going to be on Nikes for a TD to win this one for Athletico. Can he do it? Nikes, 5k, team down. Atletico pick up their 10th round, but Nikes going absolutely ballistic there. And you can see the entry kills here, Jim. The third one was cray-cray, and he's locked on.
Call it locksmith. Change the locks. He needs to be kept out. Those entries really opening things up for Athletico. That top side, all Nikes, as we do see Immunity now rebuying into this round. Warp again on Gratisfaction. They're going to go back to the drawing board here, Athletico, see if they can craft something different in this round. But there's aggression outside from Immunity. That is just taking its toll on Athletico, and Ian probably caught this grenade as well. He does go down.
What a change-up by Immunity there, Jim. Passive, passive, passive. We're going to make you beat us. Bang. 3 push outside. Double kill. Gratisfaction going to work. Urquhart should pick up this kill in topside. Flawless round here from Immunity, Jim. Love the change of pace. And crushing blow there to not only Atletico's momentum, but their economy as well.
That is really, really got to hurt this Athletico side. Fought so hard for that last round. Nikes obviously would be feeling the brunt of it.
Yeah,
Took all 5 players.
Particularly the way that they did it too. Hugging the annex wall tight on the right-hand side while Gratisfaction got the angled peak. It was a very well-constructed round, and you know, a lot of credit should be given to them for that particular play.
The old apprentice versus master matchup in terms of strategy.
It is, but obviously with a fair few tournaments under their belt at the moment, Immunity do have the upper hand on the Athletico squad, and they're showing why right now. They're flexing hard towards the back end of the game here, Jim, when it got tight. Immunity able to make the plays and pull the rounds out of the fire they needed. And if Nikes hadn't got that ace, I mean, we could be talking about a 15-9 sort of situation already.
Well, if you want to highlight a few clutches that would have been key turning points, that would definitely be one of them. That round has gone a long way for Athletico, but Athletico need to go further. Sniper also winning that 1 versus 1 with Gratisfaction. We said that was the determining factor in the first half, actually being relatively good for Athletico. And now Immunity find themselves edging closer towards that match point, and obviously the match after that. So Athletico have the Whitlam sampler.
Well, they need to, Jim. They don't really want to take this to OT. Sniper's always a win-first sort of IGL. And we can definitely see that coming into effect. 2 AKs, Zedski and Nikes, the playmakers who have been playing well. And that's going to be Nikes spraying away, but he doesn't get the kill on Burn. 12 HP, slinks away. And that's just pure luck there for Burn, escaping with his life intact. And Gratis picks up the AWP kill on Ian, bouncing around outside. And this is starting to heavily go Immunity's way on their CT side. They've been pretty locked down, Jim. 9 rounds for Athletico on their T side. So by virtue of that, only 1 round coming their way. And the rest of the time, they've been really fighting up against it.
They need now Athletico to convert these next few rounds and really set themselves to work. But Immunity, very, very passive in their setup. It's working. They're going to try and make Sniper head outside, but I think it's actually Moe that's sitting in the warehouse, so they might not even see each other. They're going to give up control of Ghetto. James changing position onto the rafter in top side. Urcast, he's always sneaky.
I really hate the new nuke because of what James just did. I just don't think you should be able to get back into the top site rafters being from the top site floor like that. It's the only thing I don't like about the new map. If everything was the same but that was gone, I'd love it. But it just rewards the CT players a little bit too much being able to reposition.
It was always a massive mistake sometimes that you could make by dropping into the top side instead of staying in the rafters.
That's right.
But now Niquez, 3v2 situation, does take down 2 quick frags there. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Athletico. Greatest faction here. 1 versus 3. Could he put immunity on match point here by taking this round? I don't think time or the circumstances are going to go his way. And look to probably save this all.
Yeah, and once again, Niquez to the rescue. 4K. Potentially another 5K. This is going to be ridiculous. Niquez is fighting. There he is. Can he get the second 5K? No way Niquez is going to TD twice.
Oh.
Let him have it. The bomb takes him down, but that's as good as an ace. Niquez another 4K. And he is pumping. He's 9 for 20. Ladies and gentlemen, Niquez has... His 9 kills have been substantially relevant in the last few rounds. He's really picked it up from 0 for 20.
That TD and 4K.
The 0 for 19 he was
That's
on.
about all he's got.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen, Niquez. I've actually never seen the scoreboard bug like this. Just
No, it's an ESEA issue.
Okay.
They've been working to fix it.
Yep, okay. Been like that for the last month or two, I'm hearing from
The
Barl
diamond.
on the production desk. And now Gratis fighting with that AWP. He gets tagged down. Ian needs to hit that shot, Jim. There's an open shot there. You're 14-11 down. You need that little piece of individual brilliance. That's really where you need to nail that AK headshot and not let Gratis live to fight another day with that AWP.
Particularly if he goes on to get another frag. Because, you know, if he had him dead to rights, then there's a massive blow to the team. But Sniper taking control of Ghetto. And we'll look to get a second frag here. Ooh, he does
He's
spot the
spotted. Burn, are you okay? And rips his face off. Senora Snips putting in the work.
Cool as ice. Sniper taking control of Ghetto and just really disrupting the flow here. Gratis faction, though. Rarely do you catch him napping these days. He's grown so much as a player and is really a dangerous prospect too. When he's let off the leash a little bit with that AWP.
Yep.
I like the way that he's not so regimented in his play these days because he's such an asset to the team when he can pick up a couple of frags.
He can. I think that the biggest knock on Gratis Faction's game is his pistol play. Like, they're sharp, but the top AWPers, the very, very top AWPers, I don't expect them to have great rifles. So I know his rifling's a bit weak, but fair enough. He always uses an AWP, so that's his jam. I respect that. But the truly great AWPers over time, especially from the Australian region, Havoc in his prime, Yaman in his prime, Ricky, Infrequent, all these guys are super, super strong on pistols, and it saves them a lot of the time when they've got those AWPs retaking.
It's a bailout.
And yeah, it's their bailout. I think that if over time he grows and matures into that elite level pistolier, he can really, really go places and take community there with him.
Community going to buy into this round once more. Their economy is so good. They've been able to buy into the last couple of rounds despite obviously taking some defeats, but this looks to be the last roll of the dice for Immunity if they don't win this next round and take it to match point. Their economy is going to be really struggling in the next couple of rounds, so change of pace here from Athletico.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. Ian gets around the corner, but the grenade burst is going to stop. It's good trading from Ian, but Burn's going to stop the progression here with the Molotov, and he's not going to really pick him up, and Burn picking up a free kill. Not sure what Ian's modus operandi was just there, but he's gone down nonetheless, and right now I think Athletico are fighting hard. Niquez kills Jokes.
Fighting so hard, they took each other out.
Yeah, simple cross-firing there, I think, through the hut for that one, but yeah, change of pace not working out for Athletico, Jim. I mean, it could have worked, but with the AWP in play, and I don't know.
It's
just like it seems as though they could have gone a bit slower that round and just sort of fleshed it out a little bit more than they had. But 15-12 right now. Still 3 rounds to get for Athletico, 1 to get for Immunity.
Could have been an incorrect read too, actually, on the CT economy.
Maybe, but
3 rounds in a row buying.
yeah, but
Gratis
Faction still have the AWP. Look at Burn. He's gone down. Sniper's gone straight down the vent, and Burn's been caught napping so rarely. as you said, do we see that these days with the immunity guys? They're all pretty switched on. The only person, ironically, who gets caught out position a lot of the time is James.
And I mean, you could put that
He
down
gets-
to him worrying about what the rest of the team are doing.
Yeah,
too.
correct. But he's been caught napping with grenades out so many times I can't count. But other than that, these immunity guys seem to be on point, and the strategy from James being provided to them is doing the trick right now. Jokes is going to have to go big because Zedski has gone down there too. Jokes swindling out the hut. He's been missed actually by the CT on the top of the hut, and he could get a frag, but he won't actually see the CT on top of the hut. It will be Urcast. Sniper coming through. What can he do? He's in a 4 versus 1 for the match, and he's not got the bomb whatsoever. He moves back outside. He's hit the second. Sniper, 44 seconds, 2 versus 1. The captain and in-game leader of Athletico trying desperately to pull his team back into the game. He spots the third member, but he still doesn't have that bomb. Sniper, so very, very difficult, Jim, for obviously for himself to come out of this with a W, but he's going to see both members of the CT team and pick up this bomb, so just a glimpse of daylight right now for Sniper. He needs to pull out his gun. I don't know what he's doing there.
He didn't figure.
I don't think he had
enough
much of
time.
a shot anyway, to be honest.
Didn't figure he had enough time to get down that vent, and unfortunately, that is the map for Athletico. They didn't win a game tonight. Going down to Dark Side and Immunity. Immunity playing out of their skins in those last couple of rounds, really bringing it home.
Burn in particular on that CT side really turned it on. I mean, you talk about the pistol kills.
And the T side too, to be fair.
Yeah, he just had
AK
he had an all-round good game. Burn, are you okay? Really put it to him.
Yep. Absolutely fantastic round from Burn. With a few highlight reels there on pistol as well. Yeah, that triple out the door. Absolutely cracking night of Counter-Strike.
Nickers, though, back-to-back TDs as well. Crazy stuff from him. Single-handedly pulling the Athletico T-side, kicking and screaming onto the scoreboard. Because previously to that, they hadn't really entered the equation whatsoever.
Yeah, it was a really to-and-fro affair in particularly the late part of the game. But as we said, Athletico finding no love on Nuke tonight. So, unfortunately for them, off to a rough start in ESEA Immunity. Roll on. I'm keen to see more.
Yeah, I'm keen to see more from them. They look to be a great outfit heading into the start of 2017. They've really got their teamwork in order, it seems. Gratis, particularly, you commented on him, really come out of his shell in the last sort of month or so with that side.
Yeah.
And, they're getting a lot of productivity from him.
Yes, they are. But, guys, we will be aiming to cover a lot more of the ESEA season as it progresses. Obviously, this is just the opening couple of matches. Pete, your beard has been significantly reduced while our output on production has been significantly increased. Is there a correlation? I'm not sure.
Beard got a trim. Production got a kick in the ass. Looks great.
It looks fantastic. As we said, we were just testing a few things tonight, looking to go live a little bit more permanently with the ESEA season. So make sure you stick around. We plan on covering a lot more. It's been an absolute blast. We were just a one and done tonight.
One and done tonight, but we will completely be covering the ESEA throughout the week from now on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So, guys,
if there are matches on,
on those days, we will have the full coverage of the selected matches. We could even run some Twitter polls to see who wants to see what and when. But depending on when the matches are scheduled, that's all we can cover. So
that's it. We're only human. But guys, hope you've enjoyed the one and done this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thanks to our production crew for hustling to get things done tonight. I've been Jim Nesso. Joining me has been Petty G. We've been here at the PGTV studios.
Certainly have.
And thank you to our producer this evening, Sean the Diamond Carlson, and TJ on the decks, dropping the mic in terms of graphics. Guys, we hope to catch you more often, more frequently. As we said, plenty more to look forward to this season. Guys, take care this evening. We'll catch you next time.
For as long as esports has been around, it's been a boys' club, with women facing extreme adversity to compete in and play the games they love. But that was then.
For the first time in global esports history.
This is the opportunity for female players to break through in Oceania and write their own esports history.
6 of the best teams across the country for $10,000.
Get one, gets the second. Sick play there, and Dayhall jumps out, gets the third. Crazy.
You'll never see anything like this again.
Let's create diversity, starting right here in esports. This is WPGI, the Women's Esports League.
The train gets one, gets two, gets three, gets four on the Molotov. Brilliant play from the back of the bomb site. Scopes in, gets one. Around the box, second. Brilliant stuff there.
Broadcast from the PGTV studio commencing January 22nd.
Their way around, gets through the CT Archers, gets one, gets two. That'll be the clutch.
7 weeks of intense competition culminating in a land final on March the 5th.
And featuring all the biggest teams.
Athletico, Corvidae, Darksided, Incept, Mythics, and Ravens.
When you think WPGI, don't just think of games tournaments. WPGI are career opportunities, legal advice, mediation, networking, and much, much more for female players in the esports scene.
For the first time in global esports history,
7 unmissable weeks.
7 unmissable weeks.
$10,000.
$10,000.
$10,000? Let's show them what we're made of.
This is WPGI.
And this is WPGI coming at you.